Welcome to our face painting tutorial series. Today we're going to face paint an adorable puppy design. I load my brush with white face paint. In this case, I am using an angle brush, but you can also use a filbert brush, the one with a rounded tip, which I highly recommend. You can also use a flat brush or even a sponge. Choose whichever feels most comfortable for you. The goal here is to fill a large area with face paint. So let me share a little tip for face painting on young children. When we paint on little ones, the sensation of the wet brush often surprises them, makes them giggle or tickles them so they move their faces and laugh. This is all part of the experience. Most of the time, I like to keep the surprise until the very end, but with young children, sometimes it helps to give them a little peek so they stay patient till the end of the process. So I'm about to finish the base shape of the puppy design. I've painted around the eyes, the nose, part of the cheeks, and down to the mouth area. If you feel like it turned out too big, or maybe not just like you wanted it to turn out, take a wet wipe, put your finger inside it, and gently clean the area as needed. The wipe is basically your eraser for any mistake. When working with water-based face paints, always let one color dry before applying another on top. Otherwise, the colors will blend into each other. I load a round brush with black paint and start adding some random dots and spots, keeping it very light and trying not to overdo it. I use a round brush for outlining the puppy, going all around the outer edges. Then I use a zigzag motion, moving the brush in and out to create a fur effect, both in the top area between the ears and around the cheeks. Also outline the ear area to define the fold of the puppy's ear. I outline the muzzle and add a small pointed square nose. Then, I draw a very fine line connecting the nose to the mouth, and add a few dots on each side of the line. To get a thin, delicate line, work just with the tip of the brush. The more pressure you apply, the thicker the line will be. That can also look nice, a thick line, as long as you keep your line consistent throughout the outlining. Next, I take a flat brush and load it with red paint. You could also use a filbert brush, it might be easier for you. I paint the puppy's tongue on the side. Then, I switch to a round brush loaded with black paint to outline the tongue and add a small line down the middle. A black lip might look really cool, but she wanted lipstick. And face painting is all about the kids, so we go with what makes them happy. Lipstick it is. So she's looking in the mirror and she's so excited, happy, and playful and checking everything out. And then I noticed that I was missing the highlights on the tongue and the nose. So I'll just add them. So I really hope you enjoyed this face painting tutorial and this little cutie pie who loves her puppy face paint. Now it's your turn. So happy painting!